I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that goes on up in the space between my ears. Hello and welcome back to Would You Rather. I'm your host, davidinark, and we're going to play a little Would You Rather. And before I jump into this, just going to let you know my computer's acting wackadoo, so I have actually just decided to bite the bullet. I'm getting a new computer, should be here hopefully this weekend, and I'll start to get things set up and moved and what have you. So just to kind of let you know, videos are going to be a little scattered. You can forget the schedule. It's just going to be whenever I can get a video recorded and actually edited and then uploaded, then I'll get it posted. So anyhow, without further ado, let's get rolling. All right, would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long? And there's a little thing at the bottom that says that you would age half as fast. I guess it doesn't really matter why you're living twice as long. I don't know. I don't know what that has to do with anything in terms of how fast you age. The point is that you would end up living to be whatever, 150 or something. And so would I rather live to be 150 or 190 or 200 or however old I'm going to live twice, or would I rather win the lottery? To be honest, this is going to sound really selfish. I'd rather win the lottery. And really, I already want to win the lottery, and it has nothing to do with my own personal gain. Frankly, I could win the lottery and not keep any of it other than like pay bills and just get life to where everything is squared up at zero. And then the rest of it, just find charities to give it to. But also, I would be one of those folks that just randomly gives money to people. I don't know. I think that is so cool that there are people who are able to do that. And that would be my number one goal, I guess. If I won the lottery, that would be my new job. Basically, I would have enough to zero everything out and basically enough to live on. But really, my job would be just randomly giving people money. So I would much rather win the lottery for that reason, not even for myself. So anyway, there you go. Okay. Would you rather? Oh my, well, this is just in time for Halloween, although this is just after Halloween. So in a slasher flick or whatever, would you rather be the first one killed in a group or the last one killed in a group? Frankly, I think I would rather be the first one killed in a group, because that way it's over, it's done. There's no false sense of hope. Think about that. If you're the last person to be slashed, right? You're going to be the last person killed in the group. The whole time you're holding out the hope that you are going to get away. But no, it says right here, you're the last one. You're going to get killed. You're watching everybody else get killed in the group, and you are the last one. But you don't know you're the last one. No, I would rather be the first one, get it over with, let's call it good. All right, well, wow. Interesting split there. I mean, it's almost 50-50, but wow, okay. Would you rather be credited with the invention of the wheel or be credited with the invention of the internet? History would name you as the sole inventor of your decision. Frankly, I think I'd rather be credited with inventing the wheel. I mean, the internet is awesome and everything, but so many things could not even possibly be had we not invented the little wheel that makes things happen. I mean, think of the stupid little things that require a wheel in order to operate, a wheel of some kind, right? So, and technically, even a gear is a wheel. So you're talking, and this is going to go a little old school, but you're talking, well, wheels, vehicles. But you're also talking, goofy little things like CD drives, you can't, I don't think you can see this. Mouse wheels, it's even called a wheel. So, no, I would have to say the wheel. The wheel has had a much, much bigger impact on humanity as a whole than the internet, at least at this point. I mean, the internet's been huge and all, don't get me wrong. We love us some internet, you know what I'm saying? But really, the wheel. So credit me with inventing the wheel. Davidinark, that's why my logo's round. I invented the wheel. There it is. Right here. I'm naming it, I'm claiming it. I'm a really old YouTuber. That's what that is. Wow. Wow. Most people would rather be credited with inventing the internet. Why? Why? I want to hear. If you are one of the ones who would rather be credited with the internet, leave a comment. I want to know why. Why the internet? Why would you be rather credited with inventing the internet? I want to know. I'm very curious. Oh, would you rather give up Christmas or give up your birthday? If your birthday is Christmas, you don't get either. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, pick another gift-related holiday if you actually celebrate one. Okay, I celebrate both. So I would rather, I'll be honest, I would rather give up my birthday than Christmas. And I'm going to get, here you go. Okay. So yes, I totally understand all of the pagan traditions and all the other stuff, the tree in the house and all that kind of stuff. By the way, here's a side note. If you have not seen Jim Gaffigan's take on Christmas, you got to go watch that. Holy cow, that is hilarious. Just, it's so funny. But anyway, I would give up my birthday rather than give up Christmas because of what Christmas means to me from my own personal spiritual beliefs. I'm Christian, and for me, and I know Christ was not born on Christmas. Newsflash. That's just the day we Christians celebrate it. Yeah, partly because we piggybacked on a holiday that was already happening. Okay, fine. So who cares? But it's the concept of the birth. It's the fact that we're celebrating the fact that Jesus Christ was born. And so therefore I would definitely not give up Christmas. That has a much greater impact on my life and, frankly, the world at large than my birthday ever will. Oh, well, okay, my birthday does have an impact on me. I mean, without a birthday, I wouldn't have been born. But as far as celebrating it, I would give up my birthday. At least I'm assuming that's what it's talking about. It's not like talking about like actually giving up my birthday. If I'm giving up my birthday, then I couldn't even answer the question. I wouldn't be here. I gave up my birthday. All right. Anyway, there you go. Most people would rather give up their birthday. So, and I have no idea what their reasons are. It could very well be that on Christmas they get a ton of stuff, and on birthday they get one thing, and they're like, just from a material standpoint, I'm keeping Christmas. I don't know. And then again, maybe it may be religious. Who knows? I don't know. All right. Would you rather talk a little bit too loudly or talk a little bit too softly? Would you rather talk? And it doesn't say a little. I mean, it says a little bit. So the way I'm talking now is, really, I'm talking a little bit too loudly for general conversation. But talking a little bit too softly is just under normal conversation where people will be like, yo, I can't even hear you. What are you saying? So, I would tell you that in the past, I probably would have rather talked a little bit too softly because my personality, I know it's maybe hard to believe, but I'm very introverted and I'm not a big crowd kind of person, especially if I don't know people. Although it's really weird, I'd almost rather be in a crowd of people I don't know than a crowd of people I do. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that goes on up in the space between my ears. But I will have to say that I would rather talk a little too loudly than a little too softly. So there you go. And people will probably tell you, yeah, you already do that. Way to go. Good job, Davidinark. All right. Would you rather fart in front of your crush or get caught picking your nose by your crush? Hard to love. That's the subtitle here. Frankly, I think I would rather, I'd rather just fart. I mean, it's a natural biological thing. Some would argue that picking your nose is the same. To each his known. To each his known. There you go. To each his own, I guess. I'm going to say I'd rather fart. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Look at there. Most people would rather fart than get caught picking their nose. So there you go. All right. Would you rather eat all of your meals where the food is freezing cold, or eat all of your meals with 5 tablespoons of salt poured on it? Holy crud. Oh, and it says that's 5 tablespoons each meal. Oh. I hate cold food that's not supposed to be cold. Let's just get into this, okay? I have very, very bizarre taste issues, food issues. I'm one of those people that I don't like my food to touch, but I'm actually okay, in certain, where it sort of makes sense or cannot be helped, then I've learned to live with it. But I would rather, if I could just have a compartment plate 24/7 when I'm eating, that's what I'd rather have. But by the same token, I also have very strange texture and feel issues. So like, I cannot eat cold potato salad because potatoes are supposed to be cooked and warm, except I can also eat potato chips and potato sticks and all kinds of stuff. So it's really, really bizarre. I know it's very, very strange. I'd have a hard time eating my meals where the food was freezing cold. However, 5 tablespoons of salt. Do you know how hard it would be to eat just 5 teaspoons of salt? I can't imagine 5 tablespoons of salt all over my meal every single time. I don't even know. Neither one of these is any good whatsoever. I guess I'm just going to say where the food is freezing cold. I don't know. I'm going to go with freezing cold. And I can't even justify either one of these because eating that much salt all the time. Now, I will say this. I guess at some point, though, if you did it enough times, you would probably become pretty immune to it. Where if the food is freezing cold, it's always freezing cold. So really, I could probably build an immunity to iodine powder. To iocane powder. So I'm going to go with salt. I know that's the reverse of what I was thinking a second ago. I'm going with salt. Well, I should have gone with a battery. Okay. No way around death. Would you rather be the president but then impeached after 3 weeks, or have complete power over the world and then get killed after 3 weeks? Okay, well, I'd rather not die, so impeaching, and frankly, who cares? We've had a president who was impeached and still remained president. It's not like you have to leave office, so I'll take that. Why not? Why wouldn't you? You don't die, you don't leave office, and you're, for all intents and purposes, still a pretty powerful leader in the world. I'll take it. Sold. Whoa. Would you rather know a few things about everything or know everything but only about a few things? Know everything but only about a few things. Know a few things about everything. I think you would actually get further in life if you knew everything about a few things. Because it doesn't say that you don't know about the other things. It just doesn't say you know everything about those things. So I think I would rather know everything about a few things than to know a few things about everything. I think you'd get further. I think I would get further along in life if you knew everything. Just for an example, if you knew everything about, I don't know, car mechanics, and you knew, I don't mean like mechanics of people, I mean, automobile repair. If I knew everything about automobile repair, it seems to me I'd be much more likely to be able to succeed if I knew everything about a few things, because I could do those things like beautifully. And then the other things I could hold a conversation. At least that's my thinking. I would rather know everything but about a few things. All right. Most people would rather know a few things about everything. And I get that. I totally do. That way you could always take part in a conversation because you would know a couple of things about whatever anybody was talking about. I get that. I can live with that either way. All right. Would you rather kill your best friends and $1 million, or be killed and end world hunger. Okay, why am I killing $1 million? What did the $1 million ever do to me? Would you kill your best friend and $1 million? No, I'm not going to kill $1 million. First of all, it's not alive, so I can't kill it. So I don't know what that means. Am I shredding it? Am I burning it? What am I doing to this $1 million? And why wouldn't I just keep it? why would I do that? I just don't understand why I would be killing $1 million. Okay, pause. We know that the question is, kill your best friend and get $1 million. That's the implication. Okay. Or would you rather be killed and end world hunger? Frankly, I think that depends on how I'm ending world hunger by me dying. Are they going to chop me up into gazillions of pieces and feed me to everybody, and that somehow prevents world hunger? Because that's kind of gross. That's pretty nasty and frankly a little scary, I think. But it would end world hunger. So I'm not going to kill my best friend for any amount of money. Sorry, that's just the way I am. So I'll be killed, and I'll end world hunger with all my body parts, or however that works. I don't understand. Most people would rather be killed and end world hunger. So good news for all the best friends out there. You're not even worth $1 million. Well, I mean, you're worth more than $1 million. How about that? We'll say it that way. All right. What is this? Would you rather punch a pilgrim or eat an avocado? How bad do you have to not like avocados to want to punch a pilgrim? What? The sub thing down here says, a Mayflower fruit, a test of nonviolence and historical bullying. No, that does neither one of these. These are two completely unrelated things. Punch a pilgrim or eat an avocado. You know what? I hate avocado. I can't stand avocado. I told you before I have a weird food thing, texture, and that's just, eating avocado to me is like eating just a big glob of fat. No. But would I rather eat an avocado and suffer through that, or punch a pilgrim in the face? Why is it suddenly starting to sound like a Jacksepticeye thing? Punch that pilgrim in the face like I don't know what, like a boss, but that's not going to go with the thing. Why am I punching a pilgrim? No, I'm going to eat the avocado. Eat avocado, eat avocado. I know that's not really what the song is, but that's okay. All right, so there you go. All right. Would you rather have an uncontrollable itch that attacks at sporadic times, or always have chapped lips? You cannot just throw on some Burt's Bees. No. You can't just do the Carmex thing. No. So an uncontrollable itch that attacks at sporadic times, or always have chapped lips. I think I would rather have the chapped lips. An uncontrollable itch, first of all, it's not saying where it is, and that could be pretty embarrassing, But the other thing is that, you could be in the middle of doing something and all of a sudden, you're just uncontrollable itching. If I'm standing in front of, if I'm standing in front of 500 educators and I'm trying to present and all of a sudden I got a uncontrollable itch, and no, I would rather have chapped lips and have to deal with that, which I know is not necessarily pretty, but you know what? That is cosmetic. I mean, sure, it's going to hurt a little bit and all that, but I'd much rather have chapped lips. No way. No, thank ya. All right. Last one? Sure, why not? Would you rather be of course, we're going to end on this. Oh, would you rather be allergic to babies or be allergic to elderly people? You would sneeze uncontrollably. Oh, if really, this is what we're going out on. Okay, we're going out on this one. So I would, I don't know. Now, here's part of the problem is, how do you define elderly? Because in some circles, you guys already think I'm elderly. I'm telling you, I'm not even 50 years old yet, okay? And I've said this before. I'm not even 50 yet. I know I look 65. I'm not that old. All right. Now, I am older than the average YouTuber. I get that. But I'm not elderly, for crying out loud. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, because actually that's an interesting point. If I were allergic to elderly people, when I do become elderly, would I be allergic to myself? Would I be sneezing all the time because I were elderly? That is the question. No. Actually, the question is, which one would I rather be? Well, considering, I mean, I know there's a possibility that I could be a grandparent someday, and so therefore there would be babies around me. But really, there's a better chance that I will be around older people than babies. So I could handle being allergic to babies because it would be for a much shorter period of time at any given moment, at least in my head. If I'm giving out, if I'm standing up and I'm presenting, or if I'm in a conference and we're interviewing people, I'm not going to be interviewing babies. I'm going to be interviewing other people, and some of those people are going to be elderly, and I don't want to be sneezing the whole time I'm interviewing them. So I'm going to say I would rather be allergic to babies. And most people would rather be allergic to old people. Well, that's the internet for you, isn't it? All right. Anyhow, what do you think of these? Which ones would you rather do throughout the whole video? Leave your questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories down in the comment section below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. And again, I apologize for the sporadic posting, but it's going to take a little while until I get my new computer in and I get the schedule back on track after I get everything reinstalled and set up and all that good stuff. So just bear with me, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate your support so much. And I don't know, it really, really means a lot to me. Everybody who's been leaving comments and who comes in and subscribes and hangs around, and I really do. I appreciate the fact that you enjoy This Old Man, He Plays Games. That in fact, I should change that to I should change that. That should be my channel. This Old Man, He Plays Games. All right. Anyway, I digress often. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time on Would You Rather.